Hey, Doctor, may I have a word with you?
There's an important meeting going on, Miss Spencer. I shouldn't have to tell you that.
But you could tell me if you're going to make the right choice.
I'm not sure what that means.
Doctor, the nurses really need your support. After all, we give ours to you. Now, how can we continue to be your right hand if we have all of this clerical work to do? If you'd go in there...
That's more than a word, nurse. Now, you've got work to do. And I've got a meeting to attend.
You're taking advantage, Audrey. You're taking liberties and presuming too much simply because you're my wife.
I am not. I'm talking as one professional to another.
So you see, you're the ones who would benefit, really, if you would just vote...
Wait. When you started this pitch, you were in for a moderate no. Should you continue, you are in for a definite no.
Jessie? Is that it?
I'm sorry, what?
I don't get this cold shoulder from you, too, do I?
No, I'm not giving you a cold shoulder.
Well, you're an exception from the rest of your nurses. All I've been getting is growls, scowls, and assorted insults all day. Don't they know, and don't you know, that I don't have a vote in these proceedings?
Oh, yes, we know. We also have a very good idea of where your sympathies lie.
Well, that's interesting, since I don't know myself.
Oh, you're on our side.
I never said that.
Well, then you better start getting used to cold shoulders, because you're going to run into quite a few of them, unless you're with us. Good day, sir.
Good day, sir.
Another one. I'm besieged.
I'm here to relieve Amy, Doctor.
Thank heavens. Amy, go. I'm so glad you're here, George. I need someone around who's sensible.
Sensible nurse, Doctor, not sensible clerk.
Mark, you have to see the nurse's side.
Bobbie Spencer practically hit me over the head with it.
She is one of the best, Mark.
Not to mention president of the Nurses Association.
And she has them all very well organized.
Too much so. It's absolutely ridiculous.
What?
The demands these women are making. Bobbie Spencer wanted to be a nurse? Fine. Let her be a nurse, not cause riots.
So you see, Doctor, in the long run, it is the doctors who will benefit.
What would we do without you?
We just want to improve the quality of our service.
I really admire that. With all your burdens, you nurses are wonderful, especially in OR.
Well, thank you. I knew you were enlightened.
Oh?
I think of you as the ideal doctor. Handsome, charming, efficient, dedicated. And it's those qualities that allow you to see the importance of our profession without feeling threatened.
And the beauty and fire of certain nurses.
I can count on you then?
That depends on what you have in mind. Frankly, Miss Spencer, I haven't a clue what you're talking about.
I'm trying to find out who our friends are.
Listening indoors is no way to find out.
Maybe not, but I'll tell you one doctor is definitely not on our side. Grant Putnam.
I realize that the nurses are just as pressured as we are. However, for them to recommend that non-medical clerical help post doctor's orders on patients' charts is unthinkable.
Not to mention unprofessional.
Absolutely. The possibility of error becomes much too great.
You are speaking in generalities. Obviously, they're not suggesting that just anybody should do that kind of paperwork. Anyone who does that kind of paperwork would have to have some knowledge of medical treatment.
Some? Leslie, when I prescribe a treatment, I just don't want some of it recorded.
We're talking about the well-being of our patients, Lesley.
Exactly. And that's why our nurses should be spending more of their time on medical matters. As it is now, they're spending nearly half of it doing clerical chores.
I'll tell you what, I don't want anybody filling out one of my charts that doesn't have enough knowledge.
All right. I think we've covered this ground sufficiently enough. It's time to take a vote.
Good idea.
Good idea.
Fine.
Written or oral?
Leslie.
Written or oral?
Well?
The vote was almost unanimous. The answer is no.
In that case, I would like to request the use of the boardroom this evening, sir.
May I request for what purpose, nurse?
I'm going to call a dinner meeting. Our Nurses Association and delegates from Mercy.
Request granted.
I'll tell you one thing, I could take some prime rib of beef right now.
Sounds good to me. What about the floating rib?
Well, if there's no emergencies. Amy, any messages?
What was the vote?
Beg your pardon?
The vote. What happened?
Very little, actually.
Status quo.
I don't believe it.
You better believe it. Things go on as they always have, Amy.
Well, I've got some bad news for you, too. Dr. Dante, Mrs. Crowley, post-op on 7, is in a great deal of pain. And Dr. Quartermain, you have a whole clinic full of patients just waiting for you.
Well, that's the end of the rib, Mark.
Well, that's too bad. Thank you, nurse.
Dr. Richardson, report to X-ray. Dr. Richardson, report to X-ray.
Can't believe it. Only one doctor in the entire staff seriously considered the dilemma of the nurses?
Don't make me repeat myself, Audrey.
Dr. Troutman to OR, stat. Dr. Troutman to OR, stat. The doctors on this staff think so little of us.
Oh, no, that's not true, Valerie. We have great respect for you.
And this is how they show
They
it.
just don't understand.
I'll say they don't understand. They really don't know what we do all day, do they?
No.
How can they be so blind? I'll tell you what it is. It's male against female.
No, it is not male against female. This is a professional matter.
Excuse me, doctor, but I didn't think you were that naive. Don't you know it's always male against female?
Morning. Hi. Is Rose around?
I expect she's upstairs sleeping.
Oh, she's sick?
Exhausted. She was helping out at the hospital all night.
Helping out. Why?
You didn't hear about the nurses and the nuns?
No. What happened?
They're all sick. Ptomaine poisoning.
Oh, I'm sorry. All of them?
It seemed like every single one.
Oh, caffeine, please, Martha.
You want that with coffee or straight? Any way I can get it.
What is going on?
Al Grant, he'll tell you all about it.
He's at the hospital?
Uh-huh. And when I left, he was trying to call you, and I don't think it was to find out how you slept.
Long night?
Thank you. Oh, you wouldn't believe, Martha. And this morning is not starting out any better. Thank you.
That's unbelievable.
Huh, you're telling me. I mean, luckily, the meeting was at the hospital, or else they would have tied up every ambulance in town.
Must be a mess over there.
Oh, you just really wouldn't believe it. I mean, the nurses are patients, and the doctors are getting a crash course in nursing. I mean, I've heard of role reversals, but this is ridiculous.
Oh, Grant Putnam, please. Dr. Grant Putnam. Thank you. I wonder what he wants me for.
Well, my guess is he's going to order you to volunteer.
But I don't know the first thing about nursing.
Neither do any of the doctors.
Oh, Grant?
Celia, where are you?
I'm at the beauty parlor.
You're having your hair done at a time like this? Get over here right away. We need help badly.
Well, I had no idea.
You didn't hear.
Now, Edward was gone when I got up, and Lila was still in bed when I left. And Stella didn't say a word.
Anyhow, will you please get in here as soon as possible? We need all the help we can find. You can worry about your hair tomorrow.
All right.
I'll see you as soon as you can get here.
Oh, damn.
She's getting me crazy. I can't handle it all. I don't get that short messages, you know what I mean? Okay, thank you very much.
How are we doing?
Oh, about as well as can be expected for a disaster area. Oh, 703 is lit up again. Who wants it?
Not me. I have got to get this filled in.
Well, that leaves me.
Unless you would like to come back here and help out.
I'm on my way.
Wait a minute. Does this make any sense?
Would you believe that ward is ringing again?
Of course it is. That's what it's been doing all night. Why should it stop now?
It's okay. I'll take it. I have finished
Here.
with the chart. I'll go. I haven't been in the ward yet.
Well, how's it going here?
Oh, well, Steve, it could be worse, although at the moment I don't know how, but I suppose anything is possible.
Hopefully the worst is over.
I have no idea how the nurses are going to try to untangle this mess here. You know, the only doctor who's been able to do what he was trained to do has been Dr. Rom, and that's only because he's a gastroenterologist.
Well, some guys are born lucky.
You rang, ladies.
I think Audrey's fever is up.
Yeah, let's take a look.
When you're finished with that, I'd like my pillows fluffed up, please.
Yes? How are you doing?
Better.
Gee, funny, you don't look better.
I just need some fresh air.
Oh?
Les, couldn't I come home, please?
Oh, everything under control.
Would you believe this? I haven't given a shot since residency. I've caused more bruised arms today than most nurses cause in a career.
I'm supposed to be a surgeon. What am I doing with the laundry?
Well, I don't know, but something's got to give.
Yeah, my patients.
What are you talking about, your tolerance or the nurse?
Both. You'd think they'd have some sympathy. But instead, I've never heard so many demands in my life. Do this, bring me that. Fluff my pillow, close the blinds. What do they think we are?
Ha! Nurses!
No starch in mine, please.
It's about time you got here.
Well, what can I do?
You can start in on the paperwork on my desk.
What would you like me to do with it?
Some of it has to be filed, and there's some typing to do as well. You'll figure it out.
Grant, I warn you, I am no secretary.
And I'm no nurse. We'll both just have to do the best that we can.
Okay. You asked for it.
Grant?
Don't tell me. 703 again.
No, it isn't. No, this time it's me. I have to talk to a patient about surgery tomorrow. Would you mind terribly taking over things here for a while?
Why not? I've got to be a better receptionist than I am a nurse.
Great, you'll be more help than
Thank you. Well, welcome to General Madness.
Thank you very much. What are you doing here? You wouldn't believe it if I told you. Excuse me. They said downstairs that Bobbie's working on this floor. Is she right?
Hi, Holly. Yeah, she's in 704.
Oh, well, then I'll wait for a while. I don't want to disturb her. I'll wait till she's done.
Well, suit yourself. It's going to take several days.
What?
She's a patient.
Is she...
Holly, look, why don't you just go and see for yourself, okay?
I need a nurse to change the sheets in 723, please.
Oh, perfect. We'll just stand in line.
I don't need to hear you say that.
For heaven's sakes, Alan, I think you're just going to have to go down to Linens, and perhaps you're going to have to do it yourself.
Why did I know that you were going to say that?
We have 20 nurses in beds on 3 floors. There's nobody here to help you.
What about the custodians?
The custodians are doing the minor chores that the nurses usually do.
June Arnold? You? Seafood salad. Oh. It's so weird. One minute we're planning to slow down, and the next minute we're all keeling over. It was just like one of those old B movies, you know, where this evil villain comes into the room and he's spraying nerve gas all over the place.
This was no movie.
Yeah, well, that's for sure. Oh, Holly, I'm so sorry. We're going to have to cancel Guadalupe.
Well, maybe not. I mean, I know that food poisoning can disappear almost as quickly as it comes on, so we might still be able to make it.
I think we need a miracle for that.
Speaking of miracles, I hope the sisters are sending up some special prayers for all of us.
I wonder what Brian and Claudia are going to do about their wedding.
Let's postpone it. What else can we do?
Oh, honey, I'd hate to have to do that.
Honey, I don't think we have any choice, or else we're going to be the only 2 people there. All our friends are sick and dead. The other half are killing themselves trying to keep this place up. Nobody's going to be there on Saturday.
Here we are.
More?
Afraid so. But good news. Pauline Barron in 705 is feeling better.
Oh, that means she'll be able to help us.
Great.
No. She'd like to see a dinner menu. Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
What's going on around here?
Rick, you're back.
Rick, glad you're back.
No, I think maybe from the look on your face, I should turn around and get back on that plane.
No, you don't. No. Give a hand to Brian and Claudia here. We have to get these charts posted.
Why can't one of the nurses do that?
Because they're much too busy ordering dinner.